2023 belonged to me. It's the campaign of public shame. Drop the charges and free Keith Davis. I was making a movie about Baltimore. See that? That's 1986. That's victim Dwayne G. Davis, Richard Longmire, Benny Starks. Benny Starks got released from the Innocence Project. He went to jail for a crime he didn't commit. I've been making a documentary about your prison industry. And I had white people help me to do it. I had the supporters of shorties to help me to do it. A jury of 12, all right? A jury of 12. I'm at the cinema, season's greetings. Yesterday was my birthday, now we get ready to go to work. It's the campaign of public shame, and I'm getting ready to publicly shame Baltimore. And I'm gonna use the toilet to do it. When you're locked up, you gotta use the toilet. It's one of the cleanest things in your jail cell. Coffee, toilet, conversation about Shellenberger. All right, 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to end the war on drugs. In 2011, I did it again, except I used a toilet. I used the toilet and the conversation to end the war on drugs to address the mass incarceration in Baltimore. All right, and you locked me up and charged me with terrorism. That's Chuck D in the toilet when we was in front of the Department of Justice. All right, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet don't take your shit every day. How you doing, sir? All right. This is art and activism. This is the art of protest. Y'all locked me up and kidnapped me from my family. You feel me? You kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my people. So I was making a movie about y'all. Baltimore, the money behind the machine. That's Gov.O'Malley. That's Ozzie Newsome. And that's Black Lives. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm not Freddie Gray. I'm not George Floyd. I'm Shorty. I'm Shorty, the one and only. Ain't one of me. And I was talking about your prison industry. I was making a movie about your prison industry. You feel me? And you locked me up for it. So I'm going to shit on you 7 days a week. The campaign of public shame. I'm going to publicly shame you. That's Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatello from the Ravens. That's me on the House of Cards. That's me on the House of Cards. And that's telling you that I was going to make a documentary, Arts and Promotions, 2015. Maryland, New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago. You got that. All right? We don't want no misunderstandings. We talking about Scott Shellenberger and the criminalization of poverty. When y'all closed the projects in Baltimore City, y'all gave vouchers out in Baltimore County. And they started sharecropping your kids. They started locking them up. That's me. I got the 2021 Weaver Award, all right? And these are the supporters of shorties. These people support me. I was making a movie about y'all. Letters Design, all about Governor O'Malley and the money, the gangs and the drugs and the violence. You feel me? That's my nephew Giovanni. And that's civil lawsuit. You feel me? That's Johnny Oleski. And these are the supporters of shorties. That's Kai Jackson, Mary Mubala, Vic Carter. I ain't got to change nobody's name. I ain't got to make nothing no different. You see this? Save a cop, end the war on drugs. End the war on drugs. That's ABC 2. And that's 2010 before I got locked up. ABC 2 works for Governor O'Malley and the government, period. With misinformation. So in 2023, the campaign of public shame. If I see anybody that had anything to do with me getting locked up, I'm going to disrespect you. You're going to lock me up again and we're going to go to court and finish this. Marilyn Mosby, Luke Broadwater, y'all had evidence. That's the Baltimore Sun. Feel me? That's the Baltimore Sun. The Baltimore Sun and the States Attorney had this. You had this. That's the visitor's pass to the States Attorney's office in 2015. I told you I was making a movie about you. You're going to be a star. You're going to be a star witness, and you're going to be a star in the silver screen. Because she been lying to you. I went home on vacation and came back on probation, and the media been lying to you. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. Freedom is almost perfected. Just a few more laws, regulations, and cages. You kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my people. I'm Shorty. I'm a hustler. I get money. The art of getting money. Art and activism. The art of protest. So we're going to flip this shit to Governor Hogan. You're going to be a private citizen January the 19th. That means that I can file charges against you just like D.C. Stevenson, the governor of Indiana in the 1920s. We're going to tell about Governor Hogan's corruption. Because like I said, you stole me from my family. Never mess with a black man's family. Don't mess with his kids and don't fuck with his mama. Let Us Design is a movie. A documentary. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Jack Young and Mayor Brandon Scott and me. That's Mike Tyson and my grandmama. On December the 26th, 1908, the Great White Hope was made. Jack Johnson knocked the white man out. Mike Tyson knocked y'all out. I'm getting ready to knock you out. Sheila Roof, my witness. You see that? Visual and Performing Arts. That's part of my shorty program. Visual and Performing Arts. I gave you the program. And I gave you shorties. That's me. I was established in 1997. I own me. You feel me? I told you I was making a movie about y'all. A documentary about y'all. About the corruption in Baltimore. Art and activism. And I used the toilet to do it. I ain't got nothing against Westmore. Alright? But Westmore getting ready to be governor. And if you can take this for 4 years, man, you welcome to it. But we talking about monopoly. I'm getting ready to end some careers. That's me. And I supported Westmore. I'm Shorty's bootleg barbecue. So good I'm illegal. Shorty, pull your mask up. All that. That's me. 2023, we're going to occupy the courts. You're going to give me access to the courts. And you're going to be the main witness. All the evidence that you got, everything that you got, you better bring it to court. You got trial coming up in a couple months. And this is going to be on public display. Monopoly, the Cheaters Edition. You feel me? They will congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you because it's you. Well, this is me. It's a ghetto Da Vinci Code. It's all about Baltimore. The money you make off the prison industry. That's the Department of Justice. Rod Rosenstein. That's Lieutenant Governor Brown. So you're going to have to talk about 1986. You're going to have to talk about 2022. You're going to have to talk about everything, Governor, Lieutenant Governor. I'm an activist. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. These are the inmates. See that? P.O. Box 38. I'm not Khalif Browder. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm telling the story about your prison industry. In the movie about Marilyn Mosby. Alright? Drop the charges, free Keith Davidson. Let's talk about M&T Bank. Because I'm the M&T Weaver Award winner. The best of the best in Baltimore. And this is your people that got this. In 2012, I told y'all I was going to file a lawsuit. Gov.O'Malley. You see who got that? And it's notarized. She been lying to you. These is the supporters of Shorties. I was making a documentary about being black in America. And these people support me. You feel me? So make sure we get this straight. Governor Hogan, Governor Ehrlich and Shorty, and that toilet in Washington, D.C. It's a time to pee. You killing our kids and you incarcerating our kids. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you making our kids a cash crop. And that's not acceptable. That's Chief Hyatt in the state prosecutor's office. I put that toilet in front of the school board in 2011. It was about the school to prison pipeline. The same thing that Fox 45 talking about now, I told y'all about that in 2011. Tim Williams had it. Kai Jackson, Mary Mubala. You had that. Anthony McCarthy got that. WEEA radio. You don't hear them saying nothing about this. Like I said, I've been to New York City with this. With Shrek. Art and activism. All about Shellenberger. Just like the Duke lacrosse team, if y'all don't prosecute Shellenberger, y'all gonna get this all over for the next 365 days. I want my freedom. I want Scott Shellenberger persecuted. That's a toilet. I can't go into a movie theater and holler fire if it ain't no fire. That toilet was a toilet. That toilet was all about Scott Shellenberger. And this year, it's gonna be all about Scott Shellenberger. Shorty's story. I got a hell of a story. We're looking for Hula. $250 million is 250 million reasons why I want that white man locked up. Shellenberger lied to the grand jury, presented false evidence to the grand jury, and still sitting in office. He's still locking up black people. That's slavery under the 13th Amendment, the new face of old Jim Crow. Starbucks and Shorty, a toilet, and a story. Harbor East. Mike! Check! Season's greetings.